Hey everyone! Today I thought I'd do a mom blog and talk to you about something that I've been going through for a little while now. Right after my milk came in with Venix, I got a little bit engorged, and when I was trying to massage and loosen things up, I discovered some lumps in one of my breasts, and most of them went away except for one of them. One of them did not, and for a few weeks I just left it. I thought, oh, it's a clogged milk duct. It will, disappear with time and whatnot. So when a couple months passed and it didn't leave, I thought, okay, at Venix's 2-month checkup, I should mention it to my doctor and see what she thinks, because after a while of it being there, it started to make me a bit nervous, right? It's kind of like most women's worst nightmare, finding a breast lump. So when I went to see her, she, examined and came to the conclusion that she didn't think it was a blocked milk duct, and she didn't think that it was a cyst or anything. So she thought that it was a tumor, not one that was malignant. She thought from the feel of it that whatever it was, it had been there for a while, and that it was benign. So she said that naturally a mammogram would not work when you're breastfeeding, but then maybe an ultrasound later on when things weren't as dense there from all the milk. So at Venix's 6-month appointment, I asked her for the referral to to get it examined. So this past week I went, and first of all, I have to say it was a wonderful experience. Within the next day after my appointment, the doctor's office called, and in less than a week they got me in to see to this they call it the rapid breast clinic, I think they call it. So I went in and I got the ultrasound done, and I got some good news. The news is that my doctor was wrong, that it is a cyst. Well, yeah, it's a cyst, because on the ultrasound they can see whether or not the lump is fluid filled or solid. So if it's solid, it's a tumor of some sort, and if it's fluid filled, it's a cyst. So the reason why she was pretty certain, so was I, from everything I read online, it was not a cyst. It was not movable, it wasn't soft. I found something, I can't remember the name of it, but a type of benign tumor that often afflicts women in my age group, and it met every criteria. Hard, which my lump was, doesn't really move, and smooth and round. A malignant tumor often is hard, does not move. In most cases, it is not round and smooth, it is misshaped, but not all the time. So I was so relieved, but I guess the reason why we thought it was not a cyst with it being hard and doesn't move a lot is because it's huge. It is a really, really large cyst. So, oh, and he found another smaller one somewhere else, but I don't even notice that one. So in a couple of days, I have to go back, and they are going to do, what's it called? A fine needle aspiration of it and drain it and test, because there are some cases where cysts are cancerous, like the fluid inside. Very, very rare. I'm happy that it's a cyst and not a tumor of any sort. I'm really happy I don't have, well, knock on wood, doesn't appear that I have breast cancer. That was very, very scary. Sorry, to think that I may have it. So, and I'm really happy that if the cyst drains properly, it's going to be gone. So I'm not going to feel this lump there all the time, because that just worries, it worries me. I'm a bit scared about the whole drainage, because they're going to have to go through all the tissue and drain it. From what I read, they do an ultrasound, they find it, they stick a needle in it, and then syringe the fluid out. But I just have to keep in mind during the pain that this is good. It's good to get it tested so I can have 100% peace of mind, and so I don't have to feel this lump all the time. Because then too, if a new one comes, I'll know it's new. If this one's so big that if it grew or if something else came around it, I probably would never know. And then I go to a follow-up appointment after that. So I think it takes 3 to 5 days for it to get tested. And then 3 to 5 days I have my follow-up appointment from that. And the specialist will tell me then whether or not it's just a normal cyst or it's cancer. And another good thing that I learned is that with cysts, the likelihood of you having breast cancer in the future doesn't go up. Where with this other type of benign tumor, not only can the benign tumor become cancerous later on, your chances of having breast cancer later goes up. So yeah, that's what I've been going through. It's been a bit scary. I didn't really want to share it or talk about it until I knew what it was that I was in store for, because I try to stay positive and not worry. It's still in the back of your mind, right? That, wow, I may have breast cancer. I may need to go through chemotherapy and try to raise 2 little boys at the same time. And of course, the worst case scenario, which broke my heart, was the thought that, you know, my boys may have to grow up without me. And even though I know, you know, they may be able to have another mommy love them, but we all know that nobody can love our children as much as us, right? So that broke my heart when I thought of it. I try not to go there very often, but a couple times I did. My husband was really good. He talked me, you know, talked me through it. He's like, don't worry, wait and see what it is, and you know, and we'll go from there, whatever the results were. So I'll let you know later this week how that was, because I don't know if there's any other moms out there or women out there who are dealing with the same thing and the same scares, or if you have to get a biopsy done and what it feels like. Later this week I will report back with how much it hurt, or did it at all, and how the whole procedure went, and how it is to breastfeed after getting that, because I'm still going to be breastfeeding. That may be interesting. So fingers crossed it won't hurt too much, and that my baby will be able to feed still all right. Okay, so I'll let you know. Bye.